All right. What is up? Day 59. We're making it happen. 59, just in time. Today was leg day. Felt great. Today, last week, was when I had that migraine, and I think it was from my hip thrusts. I think some combination. So at first, I thought it was the leg extensions. Monica was like, "You're not breathing." But then when I did them today, I was like, "Oh no, I totally breathe through these, so that's fine." But I think it's the single leg hip thrust that I was doing, which are fire and they're so good. Like I feel them on my gluten hams afterwards. You just feel so like chunky in a good way. But I think it was from doing that move and bracing my neck or tensing my neck in a bad way while you're doing the move. And I think that put pressure in my head or something and, just made me see stars and gave me a migraine. So I relaxed the neck and head and shoulders, made sure I was breathing, and today was fine. So today was great. Great freaking leg day. We hit it. The only issue I had today was my alarm. I didn't hear it at 5, and then at 5:09 when the snooze was going off, I heard it, and then I was like, "Oh, I got to get up." And then it was like 5:18, and it was going off a second time. I was like, "Crap." I should make sure that my snooze, I don't know how to change the snooze from like 9 minutes. I want the snooze to be like 3 minutes. Because like if I snooze, I want to get up right away. I don't want to like snooze for 9 minutes or 10 minutes. Like that's absurd. Like get out of here, 9 minutes snooze. Because I need to get up and get going so I can get training by about 5:30. I don't think I got training by about 6. So then I wasn't done until about 6:55 or 7:55. So, it took me 2 hours to get my workout in. And if that's going to happen, if I go from 5:30 to 7:30, that's fine. So I got to limit my workout to 2 hours and I got to get up right away at 5 and I could sleep in 45 minutes. Sleep in. Guys, that's how you know you're getting old when you're like, oh, it's about 9 o'clock. I need to go to bed so I can get my sleep. And then you wake up at 5 or you wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock is sleeping in. I used to make fun of, I didn't make fun of him, but I thought it was ridiculous. Mark Wahlberg, who'd wake up at like 3:30 to train, go to bed at like 8. I'm like, what are you doing? You're wasting your life away. But I was like, oh, you can like go to bed. The kids go to bed too. You go to bed and then you just wake up early. Like they'll sleep in for another couple hours and you can freaking crank on your workout and even do some business. Like maybe that's the thing that I eventually get to. Like going to bed at 8 o'clock, waking up at 3:30, do some email, some business, some useful work, and then train. And then the family starts waking up, and I've already had a pretty great, useful part of the day. Maybe that's a good way to do it. Come on, come on. I got over so this car could get around me, but now they're going slower. Come on, bro. How fast do you want to speed? I've got ways up over here too, so I can see where the coppers are. Pretty sure I can see them, unless they're coming up behind me fast. In which case, I just need to get over so that they can see the other cars. You ever do that? You ever look in your rearview mirror and you're trying to figure out, okay, is that a cop? Is that not a cop? What's going on here? So training was good. Bulgarian split squats are always fire. The hip thrusts are fire. The calf raises are fire. It was really good. And leg extensions, leg curls. I really do like these splits so far. I mean, and this is week 5, so being 5 weeks in and still enjoying some of the novelty of it is awesome. I think it's fantastic. Like that speaks to Jeff Nippard's pure bodybuilding. This is pure bodybuilding phase 2, so speaks to the efficacy and usefulness of this. My weight's still doing well. Today I weighed in at 191.7 maybe, and I had a 189.6 weigh in on Saturday, so I'm probably like a 191, 190, somewhere around there, maybe 190 and a half. So tomorrow we'll get a weigh in. I think like I'll do weigh-ins and I'll log them like Wednesday, Friday, Saturday probably, just a couple times throughout the week. Sunday and Monday are usually like the heaviest weigh-ins. I could weigh those in just so that we have the whole spectrum, but I feel like they're always such a weird fluke. Like whatever it is, I'm drinking water. I don't have the fiber, so nutrients aren't moving through me, aka eliminating waste. So Sunday, Monday are always a little bit weird, but the other days are all pretty much on track. And then I log it all in MacroFactor, and MacroFactor tells me how many calories I should eat. Tells me the calories and macros, which is fantastic. So I feel like that's been super useful. This next week, it might drop my macros, my calories down. Because at first, when I first jumped on it, it dropped me down to like 2,100, and then dropped me down to 2,000. And then the previous or the preceding 2 weeks, it bounced me back up 100 calories, 100 and 100. So my weight loss has been great. My tracking has been good, and my body's just like, yeah, I need more nutrients in order to healthily lose a pound a week or so. So that's cool to not have to think about it and just have MacroFactor program for me. See, now if MacroFactor had a friends or a trainer kind of methodology to it, that'd be amazing. Because then I could have friends and I could look at their stuff and just help them go with the automatic tracking and even see it or set it or work with it. Like, that'd be amazing. Because the automatic tracking is honestly going to be better than any tracking, I could do with them. I also don't want to be the trainer. Like, I want to come up with programming that is kind of like set it and forget it. And maybe even I hire trainers if people want some one-on-one time, so they can connect with me to get hyped up and whatever. And we check in once in a while, but beyond that, if they want actual training, to have a professional trainer. Because I'm not a trainer, nor do I want to be a trainer. I just want to be the hype guy. I want to be the hype guy that gets people into fitness and nutrition and keeps them there, but not necessarily the person that week to week provides them training feedback. Like, know my skills and utilize my skills. There we go. From now on, I'm just going to use the auto focus, auto aperture, because I think that works pretty well. And then I don't have to fart around with the settings. So, I got this cool hat on. This is my Rad Hat. This is one of my weed hats. Ooh, I hope that TikTok's okay with that. It's one of my THC cannabis hats. It's all legal stuff. But this is a company that radiates the flower. So it's kind of like pasteurizing milk. You kill the bacteria in the flower, and the flower's a bud. But it's cool. It's got on the inside all the different types of bacteria and microbes that it kills. It's like an X-ray technology. And it's just a cool hat. It says rad. It's kind of gangster. I like it. Kind of a cool hat. So, all right, dude. Today's going to be a good day. Got a couple meetings, but I can work on my rocks. Those are the big things that I need to do to drive the company forward. We got a proposal review today, which is going to be awesome, which I hope to get another yes, because then I'll have 2 yeses on web projects, which will be awesome. It'll be a decent way to our sales goal. I'm not a salesperson, but as the leadership team, we have sales goals that we're trying to hit. And now we're trying to do those sales goals, which is kind of a fun and interesting thing now, as opposed to where we were before. So, all right, we're going to head out. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for sticking around, whether on YouTube or TikTok. Thanks for following. I do post a lot of fitness content and little tips and things, trying to do some tips of the day, just provide a little bit of feedback. There's so much noise. So I just want to try to provide some bite-sized content that can be useful and fruitful to everyone, to busy people out there. You don't have time to read all the studies. You don't have time to keep up to date with whoever Huberman has on his podcast. Huberman, like Dr. Lustig, like all that nonsense, or what Saldino is saying, or whatever, or Jeff Nippard, or BioLane, or Mike Israetel, or Mike Matthews, or Eric Trexler, Eric Holmes, Tim Meadows, all the people that say things. You don't need to think about any of that. I'll distill it all for you. That's my goal. That's what I want to do. So I'm here to distill content. All right. Do good, be great. See you tomorrow. Bye.